What's going on, LG fan? Welcome back to another episode of the LG Podcast, your favorite podcast for anything and everything in pop culture. As always, it's your boys, Jet, J-Mac, and Cody. We are coming to you live after the Super Bowl here, so this is a little bit out of the norm for us. Going to be a shorter episode, so we're not, up all fucking night. But nonetheless, we got some great stuff for you guys. We got our what we watches, our movie of the week, Send Help, along with our show of the week going Night of the Seven Kingdoms. So we're gonna get caught up on that, give you guys our thoughts and opinions, and as always, get you guys caught up on all the latest pop culture news from this past week.
First things up, Timothy Chalamet back on the big screen has revealed that Doom Part 3 trailer is complete and will release soon. W's.
Hoping to see that obviously today after the Super Bowl, but nothing on that front. I don't know, CinemaCon
MCU. Go ahead.
Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
They drop it at CinemaCon. I don't even think we get it.
Oof.
At least that one that they plan for it.
Yeah,
Those CinemaCon trailers, they're weird with those. But yeah, hopefully, like he said, soon. So this month, next month, pretty dope.
Soon. A24 has officially acquired the rights for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A TV series will happen first, exec produced by Glenn Powell, which is crazy to me, and directed by JT Molnar, The Long Walk. A movie is also in early stages of development.
We got a bid winner. I think Netflix and A24 and was it Paramount? I think there was like 4 or 5 other companies as well trying to get this, and there you go. A24 won that one. Glenn Powell's on board, so that'll be interesting to see how that turns out with him.
He's been doing a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hell yeah. A Baldur's Gate TV series is in the works at HBO. Craig Mason, The Last of Us, will serve as showrunner. Didn't he stop doing The Last of Us?
No, that was the creator of The Last of Us. Neil Druckmann.
The show will be a continuation of the game set after the events of Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 developers Larian have no involvement with the show. So
I have a few thoughts here. With it being Craig, obviously The Last of Us next season is going to come out before this. So we're going to get a taste to see how he does without the game creator being there. Same thing applying here. And then it being Baldur's Gate, that game is super story driven. So it shouldn't be that hard to create if you just do a 1-to-1 of that story. But yeah, Craig, mate, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, the interesting part about this is it's after the events of the game, so they can do their own thing. They don't have to.
And that's what caught me. It's not like they're doing something that was already done. So, but
I don't know. It's even worse though.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's easy for you to mess up and then have people complain like, "Oh, this character wouldn't do this," or like, "What's going on? Like, this doesn't even make sense. How does this even tie into?" Like, I don't know. We'll see because.
And we don't play the game, so we don't know what the story is. But it's gonna be interesting to see how you pick up from right there as people that didn't play the game.
That is true.
How does the story flow if we've never seen it before?
That's true. That is true.
So for new people coming to Baldur's Gate like us, how would it feel? Would we like it more than the people that play the game, which is probably going to happen? But
probably, yeah, I would assume so. Another thing to note too is it's going to have characters from the game and new characters made for the show. So
then do y'all want to just go in without knowing knowledge on the game, or do y'all want to gain the knowledge of the game and then go in?
Damn. I think no knowledge of the game for me.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to do that. They're not going to go play Baldur's Gate. They're just
I'm not going to do that.
Just going to watch the show.
Oh, as a matter of fact, we have Carlos. Carlos played Baldur's Gate, so he can tell us.
There you go.
Yeah. How am I pronouncing this?
Aragon.
I wanted to say Aragon, but I was like, there's a whole dragon here. But anyways, an Aragon series is moving forward at Disney Plus. Todd Harthan, High Potential, and Todd, they're both named Todd. That's kind of crazy. Helbing, Superman and Lois will serve as showrunners. Todd and Todd.
I was never a fan of the Aragon stuff. I think there's like 2 movies, maybe just one. I don't remember. But I was never a fan of that movie. So we'll see.
Yeah, me either. I mean, interesting showrunners.
Yeah.
I'll say that. But Disney Plus, we'll see.
Yeah. That somebody was in the comments talking about that Percy Jackson, bro. Now people are trying to reboot stuff or do different things because this was a movie, just like Percy Jackson was a movie. So I don't know.
Damn.
Percy.
Wonder how Percy Jackson going.
Yeah, we all wondering. A new Pirates of the Caribbean reboot is reportedly in the works, focused on Jack Sparrow's son. Christy Wilson Cairns, 1917, is in talks to write the script.
Yeah, me and Jet were talking about this maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Like how they could do it, and his son. I don't know.
His son.
I then with me, it's kind of like I like that world anyways. So let's see if the trailer hits. If the story sounds good, then I'm on board for it. Because we were talking about how could this even be done without Jack. And I guess we'll see. Is his son enough to carry that franchise?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if they want to bring this shit back, I think of everything you can do that's not bringing Jack Sparrow back. I think this is the second best thing you can do. It still has to work, they still have to make it work. But as opposed to what we were hearing, like a female Jack Sparrow and this, that, and the third, I'm more interested to see what this turns into than those other options. So,
oh, there you go. Clayface will now release in theaters October 23rd, 2026. We're getting it this year.
That was September 11th, I think. The original date.
Was it? Oh, so they delayed it?
Oh.
Yeah, they pushed it back a month.
Okay.
Well, I'm excited for this.
It's a horror movie, so,
October.
better date for it, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
W. Mr. Irrelevant, starring David Corenswet, will release on December 25th in theaters. The film follows John Tuggle, who was given the title of Mr. Irrelevant after being the last pick of the last round of the 1983 NFL Draft.
Interesting, weird, different.
Is it?
I mean, who wanted this? A Mr. Irrelevant movie?
For real.
David Corenswet.
We say that, but who wanted a Marty Supreme movie?
Yeah, I mean, who wanted Agatha? There's instances. There's instances
for sure.
I'm just saying, because he said interesting, and I'm just like,
interesting could be a lot of things.
Well, we'll see where David takes us, man.
Well,
Marvel Studios is reportedly very close to greenlighting a season 2 of Wonder Man. They should already be there. To be honest, I feel like when they do shows, if it's not just the introduction, because where's the tie-in? We need more tie-in. So that's how I feel personally. I don't know if y'all feel the same way. It's like every show with new characters needs a tie-in.
For sure, I get what you're saying, and we definitely needed tie-ins early on, right? But we're at that point where it's like we know shit's getting soft rebooted or rebooted after Secret Wars, so tie-ins doesn't really matter until after that.
Because it's like, then what are you doing with this character after Secret Wars?
Yeah.
Like, if we don't know he's going to be a part of it in any way, I'm like, what are we doing? But do we care at this point? Or are we just like, it's Marvel, they're going to drop something, we're going to like it, regardless if it ties in?
I mean, at least they have plans to use the character again. But I guess I'm more in line with you. Like, they introduced him, so now I want to see him in the bigger scope of things. But kind of to J-Mac's point, it's like after Secret Wars, like all bets are off. Like, what's getting made after that?
Yeah.
Like, look at Daredevil. What are we doing with him? Like, his whole show.
Yeah.
Nobody. Punisher. These are the same people. So,
yeah.
Well, both of them have been used in movies, though.
Oh, you're right. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. You got me. Oh, I just closed off. It was that was it anyways. All right, Destin Daniel Creighton reveals that Trevor Slattery role in Wonder Man started because they were originally developing a Trevor Slattery solo show, which would have been crazy. It then combined with a show Marvel was already developing, which was also around Hollywood, but with Simon Williams.
So they kind of just had pieces of things that they wanted to do, and kind of brought things together and focus a little bit and say, hey, wait a minute, maybe we could do Wonder Man.
This is insane. This is the same ballpark.
That's wow.
Really think about it.
Wow.
Would his solo show have worked?
I mean, I'm not gonna say it couldn't have, because obviously it might have. I mean, he was a great character in that show.
Yeah, but I feel like as a side character to the plot and his own, having his development be like a focal point of the show, him being like this spy on his own, would that have worked?
See, what I'm thinking in my head is his thoughts after doing the role of the Mandarin, kind of like we got here in the show, and him kind of like just reflecting on that and trying to beat that role that he's been in. And every time he meets somebody, it's like, hey, how was the Mandarin? He doesn't want to talk about that. And, him going through that struggle post that. And that's kind of in my mind, I think, what would have worked for that type of show. Just following him along and trying to get back into the Hollywood because of that role. I
see that. But my whole thing in my head is like, nobody would have gave a shit about this character. Like,
yeah, I didn't.
If it has no ties to like if he had his own show, it has no ties to MCU in general. So it's like y'all dedicated a whole show to a character that nobody gives a shit about. Oh, now people start to understand his character more, but like, why did y'all do this? But that's why Wonder Man evens it out with.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get that for sure.
Well,
yeah, I actually agree with you a lot.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because I think if they would have done this Trevor solo show, it gets put on the same like level as it's like Echo, and not in terms of how good it would have been, but just like, and Wonder Man was still a spotlight show, so it's like shit you really don't have to watch for real. But it's just like Echo. What did they use that to bring Kingpin back? But then they brought Kingpin back in Hawkeye, so it's like they just. They just did it. It was a show just to do it, is what this would have been essentially in my mind. And it would have made it would have made the character great, obviously, like Wonder Man did. But
Agatha, I mean,
I was just about to say the same thing about Agatha.
He could have been Agatha for his show, right? Like, who wanted that? Who cares? And they make it good.
Dang.
That's possible too.
Yeah.
Dang, well, only time will tell. Game of Thrones spinoff House of the Dragon will end with season 4. How y'all feeling?
We got season 3 coming up. We're supposed to be pretty good, so we'll see season 4 to wrap things up. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Season 2, I've been on record saying multiple times, it's disappointing. So they got some work to do for me for season 3, especially how much fun I've had so far with the A Night of Seven Kingdoms. So.
More on that later. Sony has patented a fully touchscreen PlayStation controller concept. The design replaces traditional buttons with a touch-based interface. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Imagine that shit just malfunctions and there goes your controller.
Yeah, not only that, I just think as me, because I feel like I'm more of an aggressive gripper. Like, I'm pressing the screen too hard. I feel like it might
button
break.
Mashers, bro.
Yeah, like button mashers. That probably, and then you got to register the screen touch instead of a button. Like, nah. People
you press that shit too hard and it just stops registering where you're clicking, or it's clicking somewhere else because that fandom clicks and shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Fat finger motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. And then there's no thumb grip, so it's the same thing with the thumb. So it's like, how are you really controlling your squeeze? Like, it's kind of like using a phone almost. Like, I don't like using a phone as an analog when you play like phone games. So
yeah, I could see. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is.
Nah, bro.
I don't know. Maybe it's like an accessibility thing too, and it's not meant for everybody.
I could see that.
So maybe that. But
that's a good point. I was gonna throw into the ring. It's probably just not for every game specific. But I mean, at that point, this is probably gonna be like $200 anyway. So it's like, why would you buy that?
Yeah, but then on the picture, they well, no, I was gonna say they put the fingers, but like, because I feel like people would obviously like if they're missing some fingers, like it would make sense for a controller like this. But I will see, because this actually is accessible for a lot of people now. Like, this is a great way for them to game. But
and they've patented other things too, so maybe this is just something that they do and never release touch again. So there's been a few things like
that.
Oh, or maybe, and obviously those are great points, but it could just be like it's a controller you can customize from the pictures. You can customize
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
layout.
You can put your own buttons and stuff. That'll be cool.
But it's just about using it. I don't know about using that screen, man.
Yeah.
We'll see. Walter White's house from Breaking Bad is now up for sale for $400K. It was previously listed at $4 million.
Yeah, I've seen multiple people visit that house with that lady that owns that house and wasn't too friendly. I'm sure she gets tired of everybody coming up to the house. You know what I'm saying? But
apparently, according to him, Aiden Ross bought the house.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, is that might have been the person that was trying to buy the house from her.
And he said the details the proof of it will come out once it closes. But according to him, you can go watch the clip. He bought it, so that sucks. But yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe it was $4 million before. That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, basic ass house.
Yeah,
people with money will buy anything. All right, George Linderborg Jr., hopefully that was pronounced correctly, will replace Danny Ramirez in The Last of Us Season 3.
I don't think it's less about Danny.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
So go into that season and you see him and you're like,
who the
yeah.
Yeah, who is that?
what the fuck?
I mean, I think we barely saw Danny Ramirez anyways, from what I remember.
We're gonna see him more though, because of the.
No, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, if this was you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
his character wasn't really involved that much early on.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
Well, there you go.
We'll see.
He's filming Doomsday or a sequel.
Oh yeah,
I fool. Kevin Feige is not expected to step down as president of Marvel Studios anytime soon. Feige is currently focused on releasing Avengers Doomsday in December and relaunching the X-Men franchise.
Yeah, what does that even come up? Is that like already on the radar though?
I don't know. Maybe he had his contract was coming up or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I think that was it. I think his contract is coming up soon.
Okay.
Obviously, assuming he's gonna re-up, but I'm more in love with relaunching the X-Men franchise. That's
it's time.
Please.
Yeah,
please.
It's time. And before X2 gets too old,
do we get another Wolverine, another Logan for our new X-Men, or
we don't know.
I know it's been a discussion for a minute.
Because I think a lot of people, don't get me wrong, I agree that some roles are perfect, like RDJ and all that, but other people can play these roles.
Yeah.
Just got to let it happen, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be real interesting to see. And obviously, we'll get a clearer picture once we see Doomsday and Secret Wars. Assumingly from what we have from Doomsday already, a lot of X-Men are going to die. But yeah, if you're opposed to a Logan and Magneto, all of them, if you're opposed to them getting recasted, I don't think you're just a comic movie fan.
See, oh my god, and I'm there, but the Magneto casting, we ain't got to change that right now.
but he got recasted with what's his face, the younger one. His name is escaping me.
Let's stick to him.
So why can't somebody? Well, he's not coming back, I don't think. To like play Magneto more.
Yes.
I think, and as perfect as Hugh Jackman is, I've said this multiple. That is Wolverine. Let me get a fresh cast. Let me get our MCU cast.
People still got some time left.
Wolverine, look, I mean, Hugh Jackman can still be involved. He's over there at the TVA or in his dimension, and I think they've done a good way if that's still what they're going to do, of him going to different realities and different other worlds and stuff, and we can understand, hopefully, right, that's not the mainline Wolverine anymore. He's doing his own thing with Ryan and Deadpool. Maybe you get a show with him.
Yeah, they can keep pumping those Deadpool and Wolverine movies, to be honest.
Yeah.
If they really want to.
Yeah. Give me a fresh cast for the main one.
Fresh. Well, there you go, Marvel fans. My Hero Academia has earned itself a Guinness World Record. This show was named the most in-demand animated TV show of 2025. It had a global demand rating 57.5 times greater than that of the average TV show.
Yeah, I mean, Michael B. Jordan talking about it will do that for you too.
Yes, that's true. It's crazy though.
Yeah,
It is crazy.
Hell of an achievement.
Hell of an achievement. You would think this would have went to Soul Leveling the way I was gassing it, but hey.
Wait for that.
You like it.
Moving on. Vince Gilligan says Pluribus Season 2 writers are plugging away, but it won't return anytime soon. We appreciate everybody's patience, but it ain't gonna be the Pit coming back every year.
Well, I don't. First off, we know the Pit did it in 6 months, so they're craziness for them to do that. But I don't understand why shows are doing this now, bro. It was a normal thing to do once a year. Every year the show would come back. Now them doing fucking 2 to 3 years is wild to me. Why? Explain it to me, somebody. Maybe I'm missing something.
Man.
It's crazy.
And people love Pluribus, so it's not gonna be a problem per se. But just like you said, like, that's what makes TV and watching movies.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is supposed to that's the point. It defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Because then, especially these shows that take fucking 2 to 3 years, you forget what happens. You gotta watch the recap.
Yeah,
that's why they gotta throw the recap in the beginning of the seasons. Like, it defeats the purpose.
Stupid.
Shout out to the Pit.
Hell yeah.
That's how TV should fucking be.
Well,
Ridiculous.
glad some people are still keeping it up, man.
Facts.
There is reportedly a very high chance that Avengers Secret Wars splits into 2 parts. So there you go, boys and girls.
We talked about that,
2-parter.
right?
Yeah, but it was like this was basically saying it's basically confirmed. The other one was like it could happen
based off the success, right?
Based
Or
off
something
the
like
success.
that.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
Which
they're basically
was
just
already
saying,
to me a very high
probably gonna
chance.
do it.
Yeah.
I guess you look at it, yeah. Do you want this?
I just want things now at this point. I'm tired of waiting.
Like in 2 parts? Do I want it in 2 parts?
Yeah. Would you prefer it to be 2 parts?
I figured, like, I thought that was Doomsday and Secret Wars. I thought that was part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
So like now we're doing 3 parts. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know nothing about the comics and stuff like that, obviously. So I know you were talking about it last time. That's a big ass story anyway. So it might have needed it anyways. But
Yeah.
that's why I thought Doomsday was part 1.
At least in the comics, bro. Like, I forget who it is, but they make a world, and they put all the heroes and all the villains on it, and it's just a big ass storyline from there.
Huh.
So like, I don't know what they're gonna do here, because they with Infinity War, that wasn't the same as like the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. So obviously things are gonna be different. It's the movies and the comics. But kind of like Cody said, like, damn, because that means they had to film this. There's no way.
Bro,
so
that sounds like 2030, man. Like, that's crazy.
I don't know, man. But then if this is to be taken true, the first part of Secret Wars is coming out 2027.
Yep.
So they have it ready. They're just gonna split that bitch up.
That's what I was talking about last time when we talked about this. Like, what is this? What's the plan? Like, what do you mean? Did you have a plan A, plan B type shit? Like, all right, this is one movie here, and if it does great at the box office, this is our plan for a second part.
See, because that's what doesn't make sense. Like, if it's a whole movie and you have to split it up, that means you have to make the first one end at some point and the second one start at some point. So you would have to do new filming. Like, it wouldn't make sense to say that they're done and they can just split it up. Well, obviously when they finish, but I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Because if it's finished, I can see like Secret Wars Part 1, 2027 December. I don't even know if this has a date. But let's just say December. Part 2, just
July.
like they did with the Bone Temple though.
Yeah, that was like, another 6 months. 6 months.
7 months, something like that.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
Shit. That would do the same
Marvel
shit.
ever done anything that good for us?
I mean, I don't really know how to answer that back, but I don't know. I don't see them like dropping Part 1 and then we gotta wait a year. Like, that's weird.
It is weird, but their timelines have always been bad. Like, it's always bad.
And that's what they did for Infinity War and Endgame, and that was originally Infinity War Part 1, Infinity War Part 2. They decided to just title it something different.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
But yeah, it's like they dropped Doomsday and Secret Wars like that news together.
Yeah,
So that was already part 1, part 2.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
So I don't.
I don't know, man.
Secret Wars might
They
be 4 hours.
they were probably
just
making
like,
it. Yeah, they were making it like this is getting a little too long, man.
Yeah, that's probably
Okay.
what it is.
Well, there you go. And that does not conclude. We have some more. Isabella Merced will star in a movie adaptation of the Sega's The House of the Dead video game, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson.
Paul Anderson.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
I am
Isabella
intrigued.
Merced. She's cool. I like her as an actress. House of the Dead. I mean, that's just the arcade game that I play
those
at
old
Peters.
school,
And
yeah.
So know much about that. So yeah, I'm interested.
Indeed. GOAT is tracking for the biggest domestic opening for an original animated film in almost a decade since Coco in 2017.
Damn.
It's crazy that was almost a decade ago.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I will say I've heard like great takes. Like this movie's phenomenal type shit.
I'm excited
So-
for this one, man. I'm super
'cause-
excited.
We're at a point where animated films obviously look amazing, but the stories are just getting better and better. I feel like they're not really like basic animated movies anymore. Like there's depth in these movies now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got from this. Like he wants to go play basketball and he's too little. They're telling him, nah, you can't do it. And
Yeah,
he's about to
It's
show
literally-
up and be Curry. Like GOAT.
Like,
It's
literally.
like, come on. So I'm excited for this one.
See, off of that storyline, like I need a little more. For it to be phenomenal, I need a little more to that.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
off the basis premise, I'm interested in it.
Yeah,
already,
that-
you know?
that-
So once
for
I go
sure.
into
Yeah.
that, I'm good with that. So now, once I sit down, let's see.
he's gonna take
For
that
sure.
LeBron. Caleb McLaughlin says he would love to play Miles Morales in the Marvel movie.
Here we go.
I think Miles represents something bigger than myself, bigger than most people. Also, being from New York and seeing the Spider-Verse story, it's really connected with me.
Somebody tell that old ass nigga to sit down.
He ain't that old, man.
Okay, let's keep it a beam, bro. Let's keep it a beam,
He's still
man.
passing for early, mid.
Do not do this. I'm about to get mad. Actually,
He could pass as a
Don't
high
fucking
schooler.
get the fuck. Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Out of listen. Out of that entire group, he's the one that still looks the youngest besides Dustin. Dustin is because they couldn't help it. But
Bro, you are lying through your
he's the
fucking
only
ass.
one that could still. It's just the haircut. That hairstyle ruined his character.
J-Man, the first scene of season 5, that nigga walked through the gym looking like he was a fucking freshman in college. What the fuck are we? Bro, it's Miles Morales. He's not that fucking old.
Yeah, he's young. He's young.
Look at this nigga. Mind you, take age apart. He doesn't even fucking look like Miles.
I was
Well-
gonna say on this front, like a big part of Miles is Puerto Rican side. Caleb
Yes.
True.
is not. Puerto Rican.
He's a black man.
And that's fair. And you know what my counter to that is? You know how many people from the UK are acting in American accents? It's possible. Let them cook. If he
Well, in that
possibly
example,
gets
that's one white person portraying to be another white person, just in a different part of the world.
it. Just saying that it's possible. It's not like he just can't learn the speech.
Oh, it's not even about the speech. It's just the fact that like he's not Puerto Rican himself. So how would people be like, hey man, this is people fuck with their
People are
heritage.
gonna
You know,
get
being,
mad.
yeah,
People
for
are
sure.
definitely gonna be upset.
So for him to not be Puerto Rican in any way, I think might be an L for people that are want to see themselves depicted on the big screen. Man.
For sure.
And I'm never even he doesn't look like the character. That's a secondary thing for me. This nigga is too old. I'm not letting you get away with that.
Yeah,
you
he's-
were killing this nigga for how old he looked in Stranger
That's
Things.
different, man.
Oh no,
Nigga, they were still
man.
portraying high school kids, man.
Bro, this nigga's like, bro.
And
Oh
to be
my
fair,
God, he has a mortgage.
to be fair, Stranger Things did do a time skip.
What does that mean though?
So they were trying to make it more sense by the end of it, so like it fit. But during
Well, which
the
is
show,
fine because like I said during Stranger. Well, I didn't mean to cut you off, but during
No, that's
Stranger
fine. It doesn't
Things, and I think J Max said this too. It's a little jarring in the beginning, but once you get into the
Yeah.
story, like it's it's fucking
Yeah.
whatever. Having seen the Spider-Verse movies and playing both Spider-Man games, being like very ingratiated with the character. That's not fucking Caleb, man.
You know what? This is the same thing people did with Chris Evans when he played Captain America.
I can't attest to that because I just, I started watching them movies and he was Captain America. I didn't even.
They saw the movies he was in before. They said this nigga ain't playing him.
Okay, but that's from the roles that he's already played. I'm not talking about it. I'm not even talking about his acting. It has nothing to do with that.
He's 24.
I look at a picture of this nigga right now. He has a beard.
Yeah.
Keep going, J-Mag.
Miles is 13 to 14 years old in the first Spider-Verse movie.
Easy, man. That's easy, man. All it takes is the makeup to get his hair right and make him look younger, and we're great.
So this is where I'll leave it. I'm not trying to take you, put you on the spot. As of right now today, would he be your number one choice to play him?
No.
Would he be your second choice?
No.
Would he be your third choice?
Possibly, but I'm going to say no.
Would you take Miles Brown or him?
Miles Brown. Easy.
And they're so different.
Yes, but I think that is because that's like you were born to play this role. And this is a guy that's saying he would do it. And I'm like, I wouldn't mind it.
Because if Caleb can play him, any black kid can play him. No, any black actor can do that. If Caleb can do it, any black actor can do it.
I think we're forgetting the acting ability. Because again, I'm going off of the fact that like the look is the secondary thing for me. I feel like he could play Miles. Now, if we go towards any black kid, I mean, I didn't mean any black kid. I meant an actor. But yeah, I don't think any we would have to look at a list, but I feel like when it comes to list of black people that are young, he would make the top end of that list to play this role for sure. That's why we have to go look at a list. It's probably a very, very short. We would have to look at a list, but I think we have to look at a list at that point. But for sure, Miles Brown he's like top 2, if any.
I don't even like Miles Brown. It's just
but nigga, his name is Miles. He's the same race. Like it's everything. It doesn't make sense.
All right, we can leave it there. This shit right here.
Modine, I'm gonna say it like that. Matthew Modine, when asked if he liked the Stranger Things series finale, nope.
Damn.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, we seen them clips of Millie Bobby Brown. Didn't look like she liked that shit either. So,
I mean,
yeah,
it's the same shit as Game of Thrones. They were reading that table script like, ooh,
yeah,
it's funny.
Yeah, it's just we all knew.
Yeah.
First look at baby Krypto and Supergirl.
Getting a young Krypto.
Yep. Flashbacks.
It's pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
Merchandise selling out instantly. Popcorn buckets sold out.
That'll go crazy.
Yeah.
Excited.
Indeed. The Batman Part 2 will reportedly feature at least 5 DC villains.
At least
5.
At least.
That's crazy.
Obviously, we've seen superhero movies in the past feature a lot of villains. The one that obviously immediately comes to mind is Spider-Man 3. Well, No Way Home is kind of different, I feel like.
Okay, keep going. Spider-Man 3 did have a lot.
I was gonna say Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, 2 very questionable movies. So the whole multi-villain things that shit's tricky, man. It can be done. It can be done.
Because I mean, I was gonna say, look at Superman. They did it pretty easily
with some villains that aren't.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Like it's Lex, and then people that unless you read comics, you don't really fucking know.
Yeah, it's not Batman's rogue gallery. Come on, that's one of the greatest rogues gallery of all time. So, if not,
we're talking about fucking Joker and possibly Mr. Freeze, the Court of Owls. Like those are villains that I would want time dedicated to.
So now listen, this could easily just be a word of mouth thing, like mentionings.
No, for sure.
Yeah, so
Just a report. Yeah, for sure. But like I say, it could work. It could be done. It could for sure be done. It's not a death sentence. It could easily be a fucking problem as well. That's it. Got to see how it's executed.
Yeah.
Oh, and Two-Face. Two-Face is in it.
Yeah, Two-Face is in it. Yeah.
Yep.
Sheesh, man.
And now that does conclude our LFG news.
All right, there you guys go. You know how LFG does, keeping you caught up on all your latest news in pop culture. So if you heard something you didn't already know about, hit that like button now. That would be much appreciated. Moving on to our what did we watch? What did we watch? What did we play? Perhaps what did we listen to this week? Talked about it at the beginning. We got a movie of the week, but before we get into that, any individuals? Cody?
I mean, I'm gonna wait for you because I did rewatch the show, and I feel like it would be better together.
Okay, yeah. Then stay tuned next week for that. I will watch that next week. Jet?
No.
Mm-hmm. I got one. I got one here. I meant to watch Fallout since that concluded, I think, Wednesday, right? Started that up.
You finished?
No.
Fuck.
I got into it and I told Gloria, you didn't watch Fallout with me, right? Season 1? She's like, no. Okay, cool. This is like a week ago. Then I start watching it. She's looking up at it. She's like, oh, okay, this is the whatever show. This is like the when they're in the shelter. And I was like, you said you didn't watch the show with me. So long story short, she watched season 1 with me. So now I got to wait for her to watch season 1 or watch season 2 now. So we'll wait on that. So what I went to go watch instead was Percy Jackson and the Olympians season 2.
There you go.
I don't know if it's definitely not good, but it's not season 1, right? And friend of the pod, Kimmy, I think she talked about it back when it first dropped, and I think she said it was bad. So go check out hers and get her thoughts on that. But I don't think it was bad. I think I just lost interest. Like the story was all right. It seemed like it could have been cool going to like the Sea of Monsters, getting to see Zeus, which this was the first time that we got I think Lance Reddick was Zeus in season 1, right? And you know, obviously with his passing, we had to recast that. So we got another Zeus in here. So seeing that Zeus was all right too. The storyline of the tree in here. Hey, there's just moments that it could have been cool, but it just wasn't. And it just kind of fell flat, fell short, like did just uninteresting on my phone type shit. And I was just like, damn. Them aging up, I mean, kind of like Stranger Things, right? You notice it at the beginning and they even mention it like, oh, you had a growth spurt, huh? And then they kind of leave it at that. But as the show goes on, it's kind of one of those things that just kind of fades and you're just kind of watching the show for what it is. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see when Cody watches it because Cody liked the first season too. I think Jet, you liked the first season too, right? Like
I really liked the first season.
I mean, I was like 3 episodes in and I stopped. So that's
yeah. I mean, season 1 was really good and I liked it. And I don't know what happened here. I don't know. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah. Sucks. So season 3, it's definitely gonna. It did set up like a way for season 3 to come into play. There's an overarching story in this, so we'll see if it gets done. So yeah, season 2 just kind of was flat. If I had to put a number on it, I think I would even go below average, 4. I think I'd go with a 4 on that. So
the Percy Jackson actor said he would like to play Wally West.
Wow.
Walker Scobell. Or
That's not bad, to be honest.
How old is he?
Yeah, I just got to see.
He's 17.
That's not bad. He's young. 17. He can play the role for a while. And that could be interesting. If DC moves away from Barry and does Wally as the main one, that could work.
I could see him as a Wally, for sure.
You think they don't do Barry?
No, they definitely do Barry, but but it wouldn't hurt to do Wally because for all the new stuff. Ultimate as a Flash new universe, is Wally right now.
As a new universe, there's no way you don't do Barry. Though.
Yeah,
at least
they haven't spoken about any speedsters, man. And who
they haven't brought it up.
Not to my knowledge, but the Melahumans have been around for decades, so.
You know what I'm thinking about? I think it's that flashback or that. No, it was the premonition in Creature Commandos where the Justice League is like strung up. But I don't even think Flash is there. I think it's just Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I think there was more than just 3 though. There was a bunch of those like pillars.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he's in there.
Yeah, they for sure do Barry Allen though, but I wouldn't mind him as Wally West. I think he's an alright actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he can do it.
Yeah, like the acting in this season wasn't bad or anything. It was just a story. The story was like, it was whatever.
That sucks.
But yeah, there you go. If you guys have seen season 2 of Percy Jackson, definitely leave your comments down below. What you guys think about it? Let me know if I'm wrong, if I'm right. Drop all those knowledge down in the comments below. But let's move on to our movie of the week here. Send Help. Rachel McAdams, Dylan O'Brien. Let's get Jet's thoughts first. Jet?
So I liked it. I think Hollywood is in a good place when Sam Raimi is making movies. And that's not even to say I like all of Sam Raimi's movies, but he's just such a creative director, and every time that he drops something, you know you're going to get something like fresh, whether it's good or bad. I'm probably at like a 7. I thought it did work, honestly, as like a comedic horror. Both Rachel and Dylan are great in the movie, I thought. Obviously, you guys are going to talk about Dylan, but man. But yeah, I liked it.
Cody?
Ooh. This is going to be very interesting. Okay. It's gonna sound crazy, but I didn't like the movie. Okay. But it's not like as far from Justin. I'm surprised Justin's at a 7. It sounded like he was gonna be at an 8. I'm at a 6, and I guess the story itself wasn't appealing to me. Like I didn't had no interest in it at all. And then once the character started progressing and then I knew where it was going, I definitely didn't care. But we're gonna talk about that. So that's where I'm at.
You kind of influenced me a little bit. I was at a 7. I mean, it's been 2 weeks since I've seen it, so
it has been 2 weeks.
I think I was at a 7 with Jet there, but the points you made, I was like, yeah, I actually kind of agree with that. And as you were talking, things were coming back to me. So I think, yeah, a 6 is where I'm at with it too. I think Dylan is okay in this. I don't think it's.
I agree.
It's top notch Dylan. Rachel McAdams did her thing. She did great. No problems there whatsoever. She did phenomenal. But the story was all right. It was okay. We get into it pretty quick. We do get into it pretty quick. Like we get a few office scenes and then straight to the island. Let's go. And then I kind of felt like it dragged, like it slow in certain moments, and it kind of just like all right. So yeah, I think I'm at the 6 there. There you go, 6, 6, 7 from us here. LFG, send help. Leave your ratings down in the comments. All right, let's get into it.
I mean, like, and I didn't use this to go against it, but when you had told me about the guy that had that comment in your theater that said that, repeat it real quick.
Dude sitting next to me, as soon as the movie's over, he's just like, wow, that was bad. This was not good. He said if this would have came out like 10, 20 years ago, that this would have been a banger. And yeah, I kind of can see what he meant by that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could see what he meant by that. So yeah, but he gave it a 2, and I was like, nah, that's
crazy.
That's kind of crazy. It's not a bad movie like that. That's no. But yeah, his homies thought they were good though. Thought it was good.
So when I understand what he's saying, I feel like the movie has like this like old school cliche type of feel to it. Like it seems predictable, but like written in a way where like back in the day they would have ate this up for sure. But it's just like the whole thing with the boss being just a dickhead and you know you're a hardworking person, but you're also gross. That kind of has that old school feel to it. Like it kind of was unnecessary in my opinion. Like how they kind of have her portrayed. Not that it's bad, but like it just feels that way. So like once I got the layout of what was going on, it made sense why, you know, if people like it, I get it. But personally, it just wasn't for me because I just felt like we're just watching a story of her having her opportunity to overpower the people that are overpowering her. That's all it really was. And she just exploited her power just like they did. And yeah, Once I got that feeling, I didn't care. So
I think they did a good job of making me believe that Rachel McAdams' character, which was Linda, could survive this. Like they did a
For
pretty
sure.
good job of building
Yeah.
that up, and her watching Survivor at the beginning, and then
Mhm.
obviously the entry video and her doing all the stuff that she knows. And so I was like, okay, cool. I completely buy her character knowing how to live on this island, no doubt. That was good. The Sam Raimi shots, obviously it's Sam Raimi, so we know what we're gonna get. The zoom ins and making something as simple as just like a piece of tuna on somebody's lip look disgusting was insane.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I like those shots. Dylan O'Brien, I think, had a annoying ass laugh, but it just fit his character. Like it was just weird. Like his laugh was funny and annoying, and he just had that shit, and people were laughing every time he did that shit. But yeah, kind of like Cody said, like the story was okay. It was all right. Yeah, like I said, it just kind of dragged a little too much for me.
Yeah, for me, like I said, well, kind of going to Cody's point, kind of having like that old Hollywood feel. I actually liked that about it. I feel like for me, we don't really get too many movies like that now.
You're right.
Where it kind of feels like that old feeling. And it personally worked for me. It being a comedic horror, kind of like in the veins of Hard Eyes. I guess I'm really starting to see I kind of like this genre a lot. I don't know. It worked for me. I didn't necessarily love the ending too much. But
that was a big thing for me too. Once, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Yeah, I liked Dylan in this. Like you guys talked about, I really liked Rachel in this. I mean, she's incredible. Obviously, one of the best. And I don't know. I didn't love it, but I thought it was a fun watch. I just had a good time with it. Really, it's really all it boils down to be honest. It's not gonna win no awards or anything like that.
But nah, but I can understand it. People like those type of movies. I get it. It's just not for me. But because like I said, most of it's predictable. Like for instance, Dylan O'Brien's character, like I knew that he wasn't gonna like be like okay with her being in charge because of the type of person he is. So like I expected him to like try and build his wrath and get away once he learned what he could from her, like just using her. Like I expected all that. Like I knew he never actually gave a shit about her. So like that's why I couldn't. And then I mean, is there anything you want to say before I get to the end? Because I'm about to just that was my big issue.
Mm-hmm. No.
So the reveal, because she meant Rachel's character mentions early on to Dylan O'Brien's character that there's a part of the island you don't go to because there's just all types of poisonous trees and stuff, and you're just gonna be it's gonna get you bad. So stay away from there. Don't ever go over there. And when she goes over there, or not even when she goes over there, we get revealed at the end why, and it's because there is a literal house there. Somebody literally lives there, a mansion, like that's been there the entire time. And it blew my mind because I'm like, there's so many things started racing in my head. Like, one, somebody lives there, so this is people have been here before. Why haven't like the person that lived there, like because the explanation was that she broke in, she hacked all of the cameras and all that. I'm like, they didn't know.
I think she said cut. I think she said I cut the cameras. And that right there, okay, well, if somebody's watching their house, like cutting the cameras, that should automatically indicate, like, hey, instantly something's going on. Let's go check it out. Yeah.
I was like, then the owner never just once decided, oh, maybe this is where they are. Like, that was crazy because for sure there's been people that have went out to look for them over the span of the however many weeks they were out there. So you're telling me that the person that owns the house or the mansion on that island wasn't alerted or anything? Like, that was crazy. Another thing was like the idea of his girlfriend, Dylan O'Brien's girlfriend or wife, fiance, said that she believed that he was still out there, which is okay. But the way that every time that she encountered somebody looking for them, it was in the same location. Like they never went around the island. Because they went around the island once, they would have saw Dylan sitting there with his leg broke. Like I was like, bro, how is it always this single spot that she goes to? Yeah. And it just like, but like that all like came to my head once we saw the mansion. I was like, oh my god, that it like kind of made me mad. And it's just like I get her character doing what she did. Like that all makes sense. It's just the issue of that mansion being there pissed me off. It blew my mind. So.
That popped into my head pretty early on, because that's a trope in these types of movies. Is look, we're stranded on this island, but on the other side of the island there's a resort or there's a house. Or I've seen that multiple times in different movies. I'm like, okay, maybe this is gonna do that. Let's see what happens. And as the movie went on, I kind of like forgot about that, and then it popped up like, you guys did the fucking trope, man. That sucks. That kind of dragged it down for sure, because you see that in these types of shit. So,
and they did it intentionally too, because I didn't even pay attention to the knife thing. She even said it like, "Oh, knife doesn't wash up on the shore.
Yeah.
Where we get the knife?" Like, I didn't even think of it, which is clever, and I give it kudos for that. But man, that was so bad to me. The fight I thought
Dylan. The fight was crazy. The fight was cool. The
gore was crazy.
Yeah.
The stomach scene was insane.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah,
he poked her eye out.
Yeah, that shit was pop. I said, "Oh fuck!" That was crazy. That was insane. I thought Dylan was still gonna be alive, and she was just gonna keep him alive on the island, somewhere in the basement or some shit, just coming back every once in a while. But no, that didn't happen. So I was like, "Oh, okay." So, but yeah, I can see if like you just kind of have a good time with it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
not for me, man.
All right, there you go. Send help 667. Let us know what you guys thought about it. If you guys have seen it, drop your ratings down in the comments below. Moving on to our show of the week here, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We are 2 episodes to discuss on this one because of last Sunday, and then they did an early release. I think it was Wednesday they dropped this one, episode 4 titled 7. So we'll go through 3 and then get to 4. I'll speak on 3 real quick. I thought it was really good. I thought it was building up really well. Like Egg it is a super interesting character to me. So him starting off training the horse for Duncan, and getting the horse ready to be fucking going through the tournament and stuff. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Duncan's fucking fun, or Egg is fucking awesome. So I like the whole episode of the setup, the shield, and the girl that was making the shield for him. I thought that was really cool. And then the ending of that episode 3, man, just wow, like wow.
I was mind blown.
I was too. Like, to get to that final scene, right? Like Duncan's enjoying a drink with I think one of the squires, and Egg comes in. Hey man, you got to come over here. He's killing the girl, I think he said, or something like that. He's hurting the girl. And she got in trouble because she stabbed the dragon in front of I forget his name.
Targaryen though.
In front of one of the Targaryens, and that's a no right there. Like she's like fuck. So he ends up in the tent and he grabs her finger, breaks that bitch open, and Duncan loses it. Man, he just goes off on him and kicks his ass, and he's got like 3 or 4 guards holding him at one point, and he's trying to fight them off, what he's kind of trying to do too. But then you get the reveal of the whole episode right about they're about to curb stomp this man. Egg walks in and he's like, hey, I'm not gonna let you do that. And then he's like, hey, shut your mouth, boy. You're gonna get hurt too. They're gonna hurt you. No, he's not gonna hurt me, or he's gonna have to deal with my father. I sat up. I said, oh shit. Who's your father? Because that's been a thing, right? That's who's your father? And I forget what the other guy told him. He's like, well, where's your hair, or what happened to your hair? He said, well, I shaved it off because I didn't want to look like you. I said, oh shit, he's a fucking Targaryen. I lost my shit. I said, me and Gloria were fucking stunned. I said, this is insane. And this is what got spoiled for me, kinda. When I told you guys about, the discussing film shit, the plans for the next show, and one of those things was he's gonna be a prince. Now I was like, oh, okay, that kind of sucks. I kind of know his lineage now, but I didn't know what type of prince, because he could have been a prince of the Baratheons, of the Lannisters. In Game of Thrones, you could be a prince of all these houses and shit. So I thought that's what he was. So for him to be revealed to be a prince of the Targaryens, I said, wow, this is fucking insane. So that episode ended like that.
It didn't affect my viewing when I say this, but when you had brought that up, and in my head I was thinking, damn, what could he be? And I was watching the episode, and it was like they were like, it was low key hints, because they were talking. He went and talked to all of the people, and they were saying, oh yeah, his son went missing. And I started connecting it, but I wasn't too sure. And then when it happened, it still was grand. Like I still was like, wow, that's crazy. But that's crazy, man.
That was an insane ending.
That's insane.
Yeah, episode 3 was fire, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I I almost texted the group chat. I was like, a Targaryen nigga? Like, there's no way, little egg. Like, bro, that was great. I didn't see that coming whatsoever.
That was crazy. That's crazy. Episode 4. Coming off of that, I said, "Oh fuck! All right, let's see what's going on." And we heard reports, and Jed's been saying it to us all week. Hey, they're saying this is one of them ones, man. This is one of the greatest of all time. I said, "Oh man, that's kind of crazy." I'm just gonna jump in. If you guys want to fucking say anything about that, I completely agree. This is one of the very, very few times that I kind of broke my rule, Jet's rule too, of not talking about shit. Like after that episode, I dumped in the chat party. I said, bro. Jet said, what's up? Game of Thrones is back. Game of Thrones is back. And we just very minimal, right? We very minimal talked about it. But that episode is phenomenal, is insane. I enjoyed every minute of it. The name reveal of Egg being Aegon. What? That they in the world of Game of Thrones, we know the name of Aegon, right? So I'm sure Cody kind of didn't really did too much on it, but
yeah, I don't know.
His name being Aegon was what the fuck?
Bro,
because he mentioned the Aegons being the kings, right? He was like, yeah, the last 4 Aegons were king.
Yeah, that right there. I said, Aegon, Aegon. You fuck yeah! Wow, like that right there. That was early on in the episode too. That was fucking insane. That was insane.
And y'all doubting my man writing. Let my man cook when he wants to write.
No, I'm not finna let you. No, I'm not finna let you fucking do that. We're not doubting the nigga's writing. We're telling him to write.
Get to it
because he doesn't have that yet. When he gets that spark and it hits him, like, oh yeah, they gonna love this one. He don't want to just give you no bullshit. Let him cook.
Nobody's doubting that nigga's pen. Because when it comes down to it, and we're gonna talk about it, man.
Yeah. Episode was great, was fantastic. I had tears in my eyes, not because anything was sad, not because anything was like emotional like that, because I was fucking excited. I was hyped. I was locked in. I just had tears of joy. Like, oh my God, what is this episode? This was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. We'll get to it right now too. The fucking, and let me speak on this because I praise this show for having that comedic side to it and having those moments of not being serious, right? We're in a serious moment as he's asking for a knight to help stand with him, right? And we'll get to how he needed that. Anyway, that this entire episode was gas. We're getting to this moment where he needs to ask for help, and he's looking to the lords and looking to the other knights in the arena, like, hey man, anybody amongst you knights, great houses, can you guys stand with me? One stands up, it's a big ass motherfucker. I said, fuck yeah, let's go, man. Like I want more people. I was hoping everybody stood up. Like, yeah, I'll fight with you. That motherfucker just farted, bro, and everybody started laughing. Like, fuck, bro. Like, this was not a time to be funny. Like, I was locked in. I was like, that kind of pulled me out a little bit. But you know what they did right after they fucking did that shit? The gate opened up, and you see this dude in black armor, Targaryen crest, come through, and it's the right hand of the king, the uncle of Egg. And I was like, oh my, he said, I'll ride with you. I'll knight with you. And the music to Game of Thrones, I said this in the first one. I said, I did not want to hear the Game of Thrones music. No, that's for Game of Thrones. That's for other shit. Don't put it in this. Let me see. They used it here and it fits so beautifully. It fits so perfect. It got you hype. I said, yes, this is where you put the soundtrack, the theme, the opening of Game of Thrones on this moment. It 100% fit that moment, and I lost my shit, and I was super excited for it. Yeah, fantastic episode. Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I echo everything you said from beginning to end. This was incredible, man, and I'm really interested to see just your overall feelings towards it, Cody, because just coming from watching all of Game of Thrones and watching House of the Dragon and you know, catching on these references and things like that, he says the name Aegon. I just like J-Mag, I was like, bro, the Conqueror? Are we fucking serious right now? That's your fucking name? Like, that whole thing just already coming from learning that he's a Targaryen, and then little Egg comes in here. He's wearing his fucking Targaryen shit. I was like,
Look at him!
God, you're out of disguise now. Fucking crazy. And just like J Mac said, that ending scene, when you put all of that shit together, I told J Mac, man, I love House of the Dragon. It's great. There's not a single episode in House of the Dragon that made me feel the way that this episode did.
Damn.
That shit felt
I stand by that.
like the greatness of Game of Thrones. Like I was watching Game of Thrones all those years ago. Like this episode was incredible. Just like J-Mac, man, I was emotional as soon as he bust through the door. I'll take Sir Duncan's side. I was like, man. Insane.
For reference, right there, what Jet just said, I agree with that 100%. House of the Dragon was season 1 was great. I had my issues with season 2, but none of those episodes had me feeling the way that this did. And I told this to Jet too. I said, give me any episode you guys want to talk about in Game of Thrones, original Game of Thrones. Give it to me. I will put this episode up against it and we can have a discussion. That's how strong I feel about this episode. That's how great this episode was. Like, this was top tier, top notch Game of Thrones. Like, insane.
Well, clearly there's a lot I don't know, and I still loved it, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It definitely felt good, especially coming off of episode 3. Episode 4 felt amazing. Like it felt like so much is happening and so much is serious is happening. Like this is no bullshit anymore. When he sat there and asked him, because like obviously a lot of them are taking Duncan's side because they know how bullshit they are. So he was like, what did he say? Can you fight? Or how did he say it?
Yeah, he's like, how good of a knight are you?
Yeah, how good of a knight are you?
How good of a knight are you? Yeah.
Like that, it was so crazy because then when he asked him again and then he told him, I was like, Jesus Christ, like they really want, like they really are here for him because they were like, it's just so much going on, like it's so much bullshit and like I like it. I really do like it. And it's kind of eye-opening that I should watch Game of Thrones, but not yet. But for sure the show is amazing. I will say that. So
there was just so many like twists and turns just in this one episode alone. Like I'm trying to remember the line, but that dude's cousin asked him, "You're choosing fucking your loyalty, or no, you're choosing your honor over lordship or whatever the fuck?" And he was like, "Brother, there's been men that have traded that for less." I was like, oh my God, you're a scumbag, but that was crazy.
That motherfucker revealing, like, because that's the first time we see an interaction where he's like, all right, you need to go find. And that whole trial of him setting up the trial of 7 was crazy. It was supposed to be a 1-on-1. He's like, no, we're going to do a 7. Oh, fuck. All right. He's like, I don't got nobody. And maybe to an extent he knew that. He's like, well, I'm just going to kill you anyways and I don't have to fight you. But so that first interaction of the squire and his cousin, and just the first interaction we get with that guy from the first episode, and him being an asshole and just the way he was, and just switching 180 and like, nah, man, you did what you're supposed to. A knight is supposed to protect everybody, the helpless, especially. Like, I stand with you. I stand with you, and I can go get a Lannister. I can go, and I said, "Oh shit, you can get a Lannister." That's crazy because those guys. He said somebody else too, and I was like, "Nah, don't worry, I stand with you. Like, I'm with you." He's like, "Oh fuck, all right, thank you." So that right there was fucking epic to me. I was like, "Damn, bro, all right, let's fucking go." Him switching up like that was crazy. Then you get to the reveal when it's actually time to get ready for the fight, and he switches sides, bro. And I was like, "Damn, that was wow." Well, he's lost his cousin, the squire. He said, "Get my horse. Get that shit yourself." Like, man, just that was crazy.
He was like, I need one more. Actually, you need 2 more.
That was crazy, bro.
That was insane.
I was like, niggas ain't shit. Like, that was crazy. Insane.
Then the progression of the story, because obviously he needs one more. His cousin's just there like, man, no, that's some grimy ass shit. I got you. Knight me right here. Yo.
Yeah, Knight me was crazy. Yeah, Knight me was crazy. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That episode was great, man. That episode was great.
And then you get to the people that he had like on his side, which was the dude that the Targaryen did dirty, right? And he stabbed his horse and he crushed his leg. And he's like, "I thought your leg was broken." "Yeah, my leg's broken, but as long as I can ride a horse, I'm with you. Let's go." Obviously, it made sense for him to be his knight, to ride with him. I get that point. Then you get to the dude who we only had met, I think, in episode 3 too, when he's missing an eye. "Wait, what happened to your eye?" well, what happened to your hair or some shit like that? I think was that interaction, right? And he's supposed to be a badass too. We got a little flashback to how he lost that eye, and he's supposed to be some kind of legendary knight too. So that was cool. Then you get the Baratheon, which I already like him already. He's down to fucking be a knight for him.
He's
too.
down for
that
anything.
was epic. So his squad was good.
Oh
yeah, and then he's the one that knighted him when he had to go. Yeah, and that was just a fantastic episode, man. To the blacksmith giving him his shield and seeing his crest and all that was fantastic.
The shooting star.
The shooting star.
Bro, the storytelling is crazy.
Yeah,
man.
the storytelling was phenomenal, man. That he's like, how much do you want? Because he said, nah, your old shield wasn't good. I replaced everything. I gave you a better one. It's heavier, but it's also stronger. Well, how much do you want for all this? Well, from you, 1 copper. He's like, nah, bro, take it. Like, take it. So it was just a fantastic episode from beginning to end, man. Like wow. 2 episodes left, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait. This
you
is
know what?
be
You know the
insane.
next one's gonna be heat. You know what it is?
Yep.
Full on battle. They
Let's
get right to it. We can't delay this no more. I just need a moment. All right, you got your moment. It's time to go now.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Oh man, bro.
10 out of 10. This is a 10. I think on IMDb, I think it got like a 9.7, 9.8. I don't remember, something like that.
Nah, it's a 10.
That's how those episodes are though. Nothing really gets.
No, I'm talking about for me. It's a 10.
Yeah.
No,
that was a good ass episode.
That episode was amazing, man. Like I said, one of the best. Let's have a discussion. You want to throw up Red Wedding? You want to throw up the Bastard Bowl? Battle of the Bastards. Super Bowls on the mind, but yeah, Battle of the Bastards. Though, which Cody told me that this fucking Stevie guy.
Let me ask Stevie if he watched this.
Yeah, you definitely let him know. Yeah, there's great moments in Game of Thrones, but like it's fantastic, and this is just prime like Game of Thrones. Like I wow, for them to start off. And I already love the way it started off. It kind of being a different take on Game of Thrones to it's being like, no, you know what? Here we go. Here's this episode now. And this is where we're going to lock in and go from here. And I said, yeah, fuck yeah. 10 out of 10, man. We were talking about it. HBO Max is on a run right now. Welcome to Derry. You got the pit going on right now. And then you've got this one. Like, insane.
Did y'all
talking
see
about
this?
Earlier? People love the industry.
Have y'all been watching that show?
Not yet. No, I haven't heard about it.
Oh my goodness, that show it's crazy in a crazy way, not crazy in a good way.
Oh shit! You've seen a few episodes? Have you seen it?
Yes.
Oh shit!
I've been watching unintentionally because obviously after something plays, it's just play something random, and that came on. That show's crazy. It's just crazy, man.
Damn.
Yeah. To your point, I mean, HBO is that shit is just quality over there, man. It's crazy. And going back to what I was talking about earlier, this is why I can only imagine the book. Fucking Dunk and Egg. I can only imagine. Yeah. And this just goes back to George, just please finish the fucking books. I can just tell that making this show, they listened to this nigga. They took everything that he was saying. They took that book and they adapted it perfectly. I can just tell. Yeah. The way people talk about it, like, bro, he's one of the best storytellers ever. He really is. He has 3. We don't read the books. He has 3 shows that prove it. And obviously, I think because I feel similarly to how you feel about House of the Dragon season 2, but it's not a bad story. I would say that's just a pacing thing. Because of how they market it and things like that. But the story is great. Yeah. All the dragons and shit. It's like the backstabs, the betrayals, people coming into power. Like Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire, this whole universe, like it's I'm not gonna say it's unmatched because there's great stories, obviously, but it's up there. Yeah. It's one of the best for sure.
Yeah.
Finish the books. Finish the fucking books.
Take your time, brother.
Bro, he gave them 3 stories, unpublished stories for this show. Super excited to see what that's going to turn out to be. Wow. I'm thinking. Go ahead.
I was just saying they need to green light them bitches now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm about to say. I hope they can do a pit style. Like, then it's kind of hard. I get it with this because of the sets and all that type of shit that goes into this type of show. I get it, but on the grand scale, it's not like a Game of Thrones where you have these epic battles, these dragon CGI monsters. It's more grounded. It's more like just actors that just need to be on set, right? And even the sets aren't too crazy to the fact where I don't think you can take too long to do this. So hopefully, I don't think they do it as fast as the Pit and do it in 6-7 months. But hopefully, this is that yearly show at most, maybe sooner. Hopefully, and we could just get these every year because this is going to be fantastic. 6 episodes if they stick to that format. Can we talk about that real quick? This is episode 4. We got 2 left. It feels like, what the fuck is Disney doing when they're doing their 6 episodes? Like, these guys are doing 6 episodes long. And they're yeah, exactly. And some of these are 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Like, this story is already light years ahead of what Disney's doing with their 6 episodes over there when they want to do that. Even 8 episodes sometimes. This is already ahead of that. Like, it's insane. It's insane. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Man. And they don't always do it, but when they have done it, it's more times than not. Like, fuck, man. It's just that it's not enough for y'all. Clearly, it's not enough for y'all. But from what I've heard, the book that this is based on is a short book.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they could tell the story in 6 episodes, and it feels like the story is being told correctly. Like, we're not going to skip a beat. Like, it's going to be a complete story. So,
yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, man. It's great. I'm trying to think. There's been times I've been excited for the next episode, but I don't know the last time I've been this excited to watch the next episode. Like, I'm kind of fiending, bro.
Yeah.
God, that shit ended. I was like, oh.
Is it not today? Or did it because they did the last one?
Yeah, because they did it early. No, yeah. The next one's not till the 15th.
Crazy.
So we got to wait a little long. I mean, I obviously saw it today, but for those that saw it on Wednesday, I think it dropped. A little bit longer of a wait. Damn. Yeah, 15th is the next one. And then we'll get season finale the week after that.
Yeah.
Insane.
Damn.
All right.
Crazy.
A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. If you guys aren't watching it, what are you doing? Watch it. Like, even if you're not Game of Thrones fans and this is just something that's on HBO Max, put it on. Cody has no experience with Game of Thrones and he's enjoying it. So definitely do yourselves a favor. Go check out A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And if you are checking out, seen it, drop your thoughts, drop your comments. What do you think about my opinion of give me an episode from Game of Thrones? I'll put this up against it and let's see what happens. Drop those thoughts down in the comments below as well. But that is all our What We Watches. Let us know what you guys are watching, playing, or possibly listening to down in the comments below as well. Final thoughts, guys, or a question of the week?
I don't. Excuse me, LSU fan, for that. Culture Crave, January 29th. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms showrunner Ira Parker says his goal with the series is to follow Duncan Egg's entire lives. 4 to 5 seasons with Egg as a child.
Mm-hmm. That might be the tweet. And then the next one?
Return 10 years later for 4 to 5 seasons with Egg as a prince.
That's what I saw.
Return another decade later for another 4 to 5 seasons with Egg as an adult. Do they have 15 seasons planned for this?
That's what it sounds like. Do they recast? Do they recast or do they wait? I love this little kid. What do you mean? I'm sorry. I closed it, but what's his name?
If you do this right, you can have him the entire time.
Matter of fact,
Dexter Soul Ansel.
What was it?
Dexter Soul Ansel.
Incredible. Her quote. Is it a girl? Ira? Sorry for not. It would be over the course of their lifetime and mine too.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Imagine putting your life dedicated to a show.
Wow.
Life's work. Incredible.
Ira's a man, by the way. Yeah.
Okay. Apologies. Ira Parker.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
A show over their lifetime. Damn. I hope I'm alive to see it all. Because, wow. I hope they got stuff planned out just in case things happen.
That's what the One Piece live action people are right now. Your life is set. Say goodbye. Wow.
Are there no true knights among you?
Yeah,
He was getting mad. Y'all not fucking with me?
he looked like yeah, he knows what he's doing. Like, he looked pissed. He looked menacing. He looked ready to fight. Like, let's go. Well, there you guys go. Another episode in the books. Leave your thoughts on anything you guys heard about in the news or what we watches. Leave all those thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there in those comments, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That would be much appreciated. For audio listeners, don't forget to hit 5 stars. That too would be much appreciated. But in the meantime, keep it locked here to LFG, where we got you covered on anything and everything in pop culture. We'll see you next. Peace.